What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. Pod.
Good job.
We're live. I can't go back. That was great. I messed up. Podcast number 10. I'm Steve Trezza.
I'm Devin Burke.
I'm Scott Burnett. We're on a podpanod.
That's great. Okay, anyway, podcast number 10. Nerdcast number 10.
There you go.
We're here. It's
World's
after
first
dark.
Podpanod.
It's Nerds After Dark because we are starting way later than we usually start.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock and we usually start at 7.
Past my bedtime.
Had a couple beers, a couple shots, as you can probably tell. So as always, we are going to get into your regular Nerdcast
Topics.
Jesus,
man, you are unraveling like a old sweater. Let's get to it.
All right, we've got the reviews for this week. As always, the shows that we watch: Supergirl, The Flash, Agent Carter, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow. Then we're going to get into trailer talk, and we're going to talk about the Doom campaign trailer and possibly the Mirror's Edge trailer if we feel like watching it because we haven't watched it yet.
Oh, well, I did.
And also more lame.
Now.
We'll watch it on the show, whatever. And everyone's favorite awesome or lame. So
this was a bad week to decide that we were going to read synopses before the reviews.
yeah, I know.
Especially
You can't-
10 o'clock at night
Yeah.
after a couple shots.
And Steve can't pronounce
I
podcast,
can't.
right? So let's see how this one goes.
It's a panodcast.
Let's start with Supergirl.
So let's get right into it. Supergirl this week, episode entitled Bizarro. Kara comes face to face with Bizarro, doppelganger of her, who was brought to life by Maxwell Lord through a combination of genetics from her DNA and a comatose victim. The double is programmed to destroy Supergirl. Kara, on the other hand, believes that Maxwell is the one the DEO should go after when she realizes he knows secrets by sending Bizarro out to kill her. I'm going to stop right there.
He knows secrets.
Alex and Hank come up with a plan to keep Maxwell from exposing Kara while countering Bizarro.
Yeah, it's not so easy, is it?
I have bad vision. I'm not drunk. With blue kryptonite. Meanwhile, Kara starts to know Adam, but is not sure where to take the next step. A mysterious plant attacks Kara.
Who the hell is that?
And that's what happens at the end.
Spoilers.
But yeah, we got Bizarro Supergirl.
Basically, is the episode.
It was the episode. And I liked it because usually I'll ask you guys first, but I'm going to speak a little bit first.
Go for it.
I liked it because
Why not?
Bizarro, it sounded and acted like Bizarro from the comics.
Yeah.
You know, the way she talked was like Bizarro. The way she acted was like Bizarro. Yeah.
I would hope so.
But it was very true to the, like, I mean, there is Bizarro Supergirl in the comics. She's not in a lot of issues, but more so Bizarro Superman. I enjoyed the episode. I think Supergirl's getting a lot better. They just need to fix the nice one. They just need to fix the choreography.
Yeah.
Fight choreography, especially while they're flying, is just
oh my God.
weird. The special effects are still hit or miss because sometimes they're like, it's pretty good. But sometimes they're like,
the heat vision and then the whatever.
The hot breath, the cold breath, that's all good. The visions always look good, I think. But they got to fix that choreography.
Yeah, so you can almost tell they're on wires.
Yeah.
Like, because the way she flips and stuff, you can tell the axis of motion. You might want to mute that. The axis of motion is from her hips, where the wires are attached.
Exactly.
So it's like really confusing. Fun fact. It's not off topic, but it doesn't have to do with the episode. Melissa Benoist and the guy who plays Adam married in real life.
Yes, did not know that. Why is Melissa Benoist married? She's like 23.
Yeah, and that guy is
and she can do way better.
Anyway, catty shit aside, I really enjoyed this episode. Well, one, I was really glad that they hit Bizarro Supergirl with like the blue kryptonite bullet.
Yeah,
and then she switched from looking like Melissa Benoist to the actual actress
to looking
who played it previously. And the practical effects on Bizarro Supergirl were great.
Yeah, and she looks like Bizarro too.
Yeah.
Bear with me, we'll get through this Nerdcast.
Yeah, painfully. But I really enjoyed it. It's weird that Barry.
Next topic, but not now.
That Kara and Adam fell for each other so fast. But I like how they answered questions as the audience would get them. So like when she was dumping him, he was like, "Are you dumping me?" And I was like, "They're not even going out." And then she's like, and Adam goes, we're not even dating. How are you dumping me? I was like, all right. But I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm also glad Adam's gone because he just I didn't really like him.
He irked me a little, but I think Supergirl and Bizarro Supergirl are gonna be friends.
I'm sure she'll be.
And then she'll have
something will happen.
Yeah,
I don't see them being friends.
Because the showrunner of Supergirl,
recurring villain type of thing.
Yeah,
the showrunner of Supergirl,
cold type thing,
said she was getting a female friend other than her sister.
So, I think that's kind of stupid if it's Bizarro Supergirl.
Yeah, I don't think she's not gonna be an enemy anymore.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think she's gonna be like
Power Girl.
They're just gonna keep her in like
and they might use her. Like I can see like the army of Kryptonians with can't remember Astra. Yeah, and her and Non and them, and then it's gonna be Supergirl, Bizarro Supergirl, and Martian Manhunter. Like I could see them doing that.
Now, the one thing I didn't like about this episode, Supergirl gets kidnapped by like Bizarro Supergirl when she's Kara. So she's Kara, she's just walking with Adam, and they're like going through like a casual stroll in the park. All of a sudden, Bizarro Supergirl comes out and just like snatches her up and flies away. And then later, when she goes to break up with Adam, it's like Adam and Cat Grant, and like they don't even like ask what happened to her.
Really?
Yeah. They just start like talking. They're like, "Oh, we were worried sick about you."
She's like, "Don't worry about it."
And yeah, and then that was it. Like, wouldn't you be like, "Oh shit, like what happened?"
All right, I see that. I will raise you another thing that bothered me. When they're on their date and they're walking through like the park or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about their past, and Kara's like, "Oh, my parents died." And he's like, basically, I'm paraphrasing, like, "Sorry about your dead parents." And then he leans in to make out with her. I was like, dude, calm down. Play off a vulnerable woman more. He's like, "Sorry, your parents died. You want to kiss me?" Yeah, like, it's just weird to me. I didn't like that at all. But other than that, the episode is great. Supergirl continues to get better.
It gets better. It does.
Although I don't think this episode was better than last week's, but it's still up there. It wasn't like completely.
No, yeah, I still think it's good. Honestly, I think the two best shows that are on right now are Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow.
Are you gonna put the headphones on?
No, I'm gonna leave them like this all the time.
Like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You look like that dude from Empire Strikes Back. Remember, he has got like the weird. He's on Cloud City with Lando.
Yeah. That's what I was going for. All right,
pretty solid cosplay you got going on.
We've got next up. We've got the Flash Fastlane. Bear with me. I'm going to try and get through the synopsis here.
You mean Barry with you?
Barry with me.
That was actually a pretty good one.
That wasn't.
I enjoyed it.
All right, so right before the particle accelerator explosion, Joey Monteleone was thrown. That was bad. Was thrown into a tar pit and left for dead. Sealed away, he is freed 2 years later with the ability to turn his body into molten tar. Surprise, surprise. He sets out to get revenge on those who attempted to kill him. Meanwhile, Dr. Wells creates a device to siphon Barry's speed, energy, and attaches it to his suit to get the Speed Force, basically. Him and Barry also successfully find a way to close the breaches of Earth 2. When Barry goes after Joey, the device works and permanently seals the portion of Barry's speed, slowing him down. So the Flash, starts to get his, but he doesn't realize it at first. Wells gives the energy to Zoom, who demands the rest. While going after Joey a second time, Iris is injured. Barry is too slow to save her. Watching Barry wrestle with the guilt of Iris, Wells confesses because of it, because he just feels too guilty. Wells pleads his case, asking to be returned to Earth 2, and Barry seals the breaches so that Zoom cannot re-enter. After stopping Joey with intention of Wells, Barry realizes that Wells was only trying to save his daughter, so he comes to his senses, and which anyone would have done. The team informs Wells that he will return to Earth 2, but Barry and Cisco are going to go with him to save his daughter. So bravo to Barry for stepping up to the plate and being a kind of a bigger man.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of like about Barry Allen, is he sees the bigger picture rather than just being like, fuck you.
You mean like Joe?
Well, not really like Joe at all.
As soon as Joe was like, "Oh, you did this?" Punch.
Yeah.
Like, not even in like.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe's been through a lot lately.
Punch guys out, ask questions later.
Joe's like this show's version of Diggle, only uses fists instead of bullets.
True.
Yeah.
And it's not only because they're black. Well, I mean,
easy, buddy.
like they're big as well. Big, strong father figures.
What did you guys think of this week's Flash?
I thought it was pretty weak.
It's the definition of a setup episode.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Next week they're going to Earth 2, which
I want that episode right now, please.
I know, and Killer Frost is in it.
I want that episode right now,
honestly,
please.
Dana Penbaker, or however you pronounce her name.
Penbaker.
Yeah, Penbaker.
Penbaker.
She is like, she's hot on the show, but she's like a lot hotter than the show like perceives her to be.
Well,
I think.
Let's not objectify. It's Danielle Penbaker.
Anyway. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Anyway, as far as the episode goes,
Caitlin Snow.
There you go.
As far as the episode goes, all right. So there was some cool parts where like Clayface, basically Tar Pit.
I thought that too. At the end, when he was transforming, I was like,
"Hey,
Clayface!"
I was like, "There's the animation budget."
They blew their budget, and then they
for
had
like
to just do a lot of
not 3 seconds.
Yeah, they just had to do a lot of talking and exposition, which is fine.
And the last fight was like a second.
Yeah,
it was like, "Oh, boom, blow up, coming with me." Over.
Speaking of the bombs, I always like the communication between Cisco and Wells, where he's like, "We'll hit him with these," and he throws it at him. And he's like, "Oh!" He grabs it. He's like, "Nitrogen grenades." Like Cisco was like really funny this episode, which he kind of needed to be because it was a lot of exposition.
Mm-hmm.
It was a setup episode, kind of a growth episode for Wally, where he's like feeling more family oriented. But there was like where he was like chasing after the glass. It was like kind of weird looking to me. Like he was no, he was like kind of slow motion speed running and just like almost catching this like piece of.
Well, you needed to see, why.
Yeah, I know. It was. I don't know.
It was dramatic effect.
Yeah, and then I like that they got it out of the way that Wells was being all like mustache twirly behind the back, like I'll help you. No, I won't. Like I got that's out of the way, and now that they're gonna take Zoom head on.
I also like how he's a completely different character in this season than he was in season 1, and he plays a different character.
That's the thing, because we were watching in season 1 was Reverse Flash technically. Yeah. This is Wells now, and now we have a different personality.
He's doing such a good job.
The actor or
hats off to Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, Tom Cavanaugh
play the same character
completely different twice, and he's doing a really good job doing that, I think.
And he looks like he's having fun doing it. He does. Tom Cavanaugh and Jesse L. Martin, who plays Joe. Mm-hmm. I feel like they have an act off every time they're on screen because it's like they're trying to jock for position as who's the better actor on the show, and it's like it just benefits us as the viewers because they're great.
Yeah,
and it kind of like while it's like a double-edged sword, you get these great actors, and you're like, holy shit, they're really good on this show. Kind of shows off the acting flaws that everybody else has. So it's like these two like movie-worthy actors on this TV show, and it kind of like exacerbates the TV-ness of like Joe next to Stephen Amell. You'd be like, ugh. Stephen Amell's bad.
Well, Stephen Amell at times is a good actor.
He's a very TV actor.
Yes. He is, but at times, like I think he just has bad writing.
Yeah. And I feel like
because in season 1 and 2,
let's talk about Arrow when we get to Arrow.
He was better.
This is still Flash's time, or is it? Or we
I think we kind of hit everything.
Pretty much.
I really want to see Earth 2, but I'm afraid that it's just going to be a one-off.
I feel like it is.
Yeah,
maybe a two-parter.
I want to spend at least 2 episodes in Earth 2.
I think it's going to be 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be 1 episode. Maybe 2.
I want to know Zoom's like a little more about him. Okay. While we're on the topic of Flash, before we move on, I hate Zoom's motivation.
Okay.
For being...
Just wants to be fast?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
It's like you go to him, he's like, I want Flash's speed. Is that it? Like, no, you can't be fast. I'm fast. I'm going to be the fastest. Like, what? Like, is that it? There's got to be more, right?
I would hope so.
He just wants to be faster. Like, that would be completely... like not satisfying after last season was like this guy was gonna be like he's fucking with time.
I like that. I like when they go to Earth 2, or like when they're showing that they're going to Earth 2 and they're like taking selfies and pictures and shit. I think that's gonna be funny. But thank you, Devin. That was the emoticon I was looking for.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's get into
let's stop feeding the trolls here.
So
1 out of 3 people watching this is a troll.
Let's get into the next, and this is a really short synopsis.
Well, it's Agent Carter. It sucks.
Yeah. Agent Carter, Smoke and Mirrors is the name of the episode. Peggy and Jarvis abduct Rufus, and who is a spy for Miss Snow.
Who tried?
Right? Miss Frost. Sorry, different shows. And Peggy interrogates him about the Council of Nine. Meanwhile, Whitney works on controlling her newfound power, and Vernon pays the SSR a surprise visit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we also learned like a little bit of Peggy's backstory, how she became tough, which I goddamn hated with a passion.
Right? That was so useless. It was like her mom was basically a whore.
Yeah. Well,
Basically,
for the other one, for Snow, right? No, goddamn, not Snow.
What's her name? Yeah.
No, Peggy's mom was basically a whore.
Yeah.
No, that was the other woman.
That was the other one?
Yeah,
she called her Peggy.
No.
The one playing with the sword and her mom, that was Peggy.
Yeah, that was Peggy.
Oh, yeah, that was Peggy. Yeah.
No, they're not the same girl.
I knew the other one called the other one a whore too.
I don't pay attention to this fucking stuff.
So you're talking about Whitney. He's talking about Whitney.
Yeah, I'm
So
talking
there
about
was
Whitney.
two. Oh, all right. I was wondering why.
Whitney was the one that was like fixing the thing and whatever.
I thought it was Peggy the whole time.
No,
they're showing
man. All
They're
right.
showing comparisons of their lives.
They're showing how smart she was when she was younger.
Yeah, I don't really care.
You didn't notice how one was a brunette, one was completely blonde,
Hair does
and a
the thing.
different person face?
I don't fucking know.
Different
man.
person face.
Different person's
Jesus
face.
Christ, that's how. I mean, you know my opinion of Agent Carter. Apparently, 'cause I just can't follow it. Like there's a mist guy and shit.
I mean, the whole like torture scene I thought was funny, but the show is very slow.
Yeah,
Very slow. And like it takes a while to get to the point, and it's definitely a talkie. Like it's a very talky TV show. It's just like
there's no reason for there to be season 2 still. I still see no reason for this to continue. The only reason was to continue was to find that other Black Widow chick, and then they just completely wiped her on the rug. Don't worry.
They haven't even talked about her yet.
No,
since the first episode.
The only thing I like about this season is they're touching more on the supernatural element.
Yeah, but it's taken forever to get there.
Yeah, I don't know
Politics.
how much
Everyone likes that.
I don't know how much longer I could take. Like, oh, you're a star, dame, like that bullshit. Like, I don't care.
Well, we've got 6 episodes left.
Really got 6 more weeks of this bullshit?
Yeah.
I really want Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to come back.
I want Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to come back.
Well,
I
don't
understand why they put this in between, because it kind of defeats any momentum that the mid-season had of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I know, it does. And then once Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes back, it's going to be like...
You're like, what happened? Ward's a demon? What happened? I don't get it. I don't know.
All right, let's just move on.
All right, we're moving on from Agent Carter. Please pick up. We've got Arrow Unchained. And Scott, I don't know why you made these synopses so goddamn long.
I copied and pasted them. That's why.
Oh, all right. Plagiarism.
Second grade, are we?
I'm not going to write a synopsis for the fucking episode, man.
I mean, it only has to be a couple sentences.
Well,
and you just copied a whole paragraph.
Yeah. I typed in Arrow synopsis and I copied and pasted it. Give me a fucking break.
You read this one.
Fine. Jesus Christ. God
all right.
damn it. Hold on. I got it. It's just reading.
Scott's going to read the Arrow
The team
synopsis.
goes after a burglar, and Oliver and Thea manage to corner him. He escapes when Thea loses consciousness and almost falls off a building. Malcolm reveals to Oliver that this is Thea's bloodlust, since she has not taken a life. The bloodlust is killing her. Felicity tracks the burglar again. Oliver stops him, but when he's revealed to be Roy Harper, Oliver's surprise allows Roy to escape. They track Roy to Palmer Tech, where they discover he's being controlled by a man who goes by the name of the calculator collector.
The collector.
That's totally different.
That's a different person.
Yep. Felicity tracks the calculator through the web, which is dumb, who reveals he intends to shut down the entire city by killing everyone in the process. The team locates his bomb, because that's how you do it. And
not just a bomb.
An internet bomb.
An internet bomb.
And destroy it.
Awesome.
Before it could be shut down. Yeah, Dev would be fucking devastated. Before he shut the city's infrastructure down. Meanwhile, Dark's wife enters the mayoral race. Thea slips into a coma. The calculator is revealed to be Felicity's father.
Oh my god.
Nissa escapes her cell and Ananda Parbat to offer Oliver a cure for Thea in exchange for Malcolm's life. In a flashback. In flashbacks, Redder tortures Oliver for information and maps he acquired, with Oliver starting to hallucinate, seeing shadow.
This is literally
sounding more robotic.
Well,
this is sounding like more like a NCIS episode.
The thing with Arrow right now is you have so much shit going on.
Yeah.
They're just throwing more shit in there. It's like Damien Dark's wife is running for mayor. And they're just like, they just keep trying to like throw shit in there. It's like, just stick to one story. Roy's back and other shit happens. And let's bring Katana back into the mix.
I thought she was getting offed because they're killing off all of the Suicide Squad cast.
She's going.
Oh yeah,
she's definitely gonna get killed. I don't know, like I don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Again, I feel like this episode's like a filler. I like that they're bringing Felicity's dad into it.
I don't know. I think it's too much.
I don't know if it's too much. He's not going to be there for long. But like, I don't like how she's been in a wheelchair for a few episodes now, and then all of a sudden she's like fumbling around with it, like when she's in front of the board or whatever. Like, I get it, but like, she's presenting a battery. She's just like, oh shit, and she's like bumping into stuff. It kind of like diminishes.
It's just not really, like I said before when we were talking about Arrow during Supergirl. It's just not really good writing.
I think they kind of backed themselves into a corner,
just like they did last season.
Yeah,
it's like
it's better than last season.
Yeah, no, it is better than last season. I'll definitely give you that.
Compelling villain.
Yes, and he's a better actor. Than Robot Al Ghul that we got last year.
But I like Roy coming back. There's a bit in the show where they're like all trying to defuse the bomb, and then like more people come out, and then Oliver just basically like steps into frame and then beats everybody up. Like, was he just over there?
No, he got there late.
Yeah, like he was like, I was a meeting
for dramatic effect.
And it's just like it's weird. And it was a weird moment where Roy and Arrow were running together, and then like Roy like parkours over something, and he kind of like stops and does a breakdance move while Arrow catches up to him. It's just weird. I would like Roy to come back though. I like Roy as Speedy way more than Thea.
I agree, and I thought Roy was going to lose the arm.
Oh, we were so excited!
I remember you guys were talking about it like
so excited
during the chat. When you guys were watching the show, you were like, "This is it. He's gonna lose his arm."
Because he's like, "I'm staying back to manually blow this thing up." I was like, "This is
we're like, this is where he's gonna lose it finally." And then
nothing
happened.
It was like at the time machine.
And then all of a sudden he's like leaving the building and he's scaling off. Everything's blowing up behind him, and we're like, "Oh, here it comes!" And he just lands, and he's just like,
the most disappointing non-arm amputation scene I've ever seen.
But again, it's another episode that I'm not super disappointed about, but I'm not wowed about either, and I'm just like, okay.
I feel like they set the bar too high with season 2.
Yeah, because season 2 was so good, and then last season was just so terrible. But even like the first half of last season wasn't bad, and then just as soon as because then Oliver killed by Ra's al Ghul, and then he comes back, and like right after that, it was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then it just never really recovered from that. I feel like, and now it's just kind of like treading water.
Yeah, and this is why I stopped watching.
I mean, again though, it's not bad. It's just not.
The show's not bad. The show is suffering from the fact that they have to do 22 episodes.
They need to stick to one storyline, and that's it.
They need a 13 episode.
And they need to keep with fucking with Damien Dark.
If they made these 13 episodes, these shows would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I know. Just like Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
But they have these fucking 9 episodes where they're like, I don't know. Roy comes back and they got to blow up an internet bomb. Definition of a filler episode.
Yeah.
Definition of a filler episode.
Okay, so on to our last show that we're going to review.
Let's save some time and shorten this synopsis.
Yeah, we'll get into trailer talk after this, and then we'll do some awesome or lame. So Legends of Tomorrow.
Weakest episode.
This wasn't that long.
It was the weakest episode entitled Blood Ties. I'm going to just breeze over this and go off the top of my head. So Sarah convinces Rip that another way to stop Neil Savage is to take away his resources, or more importantly, his fortune, which is his money. So Sarah and Rip Hunter go out to try and find Vandal Savage's bank account and destroy it. Meanwhile, we have...
I don't know if it works like that, but...
Meanwhile, we have Jax, Captain Cold, and Heatwave going to steal the emerald that Captain Cold's father was going to steal, to give it to him in the hopes that he wouldn't go to prison and that Captain Cold would grow up having a happy life. And their third subplot story, Ray Palmer and Martin Stein.
I like that one, though.
It was okay.
As a matter of
it was a little boring.
He shrunk down and went into her body.
I liked it. Yeah, he shrinks down, goes into Kendra's body to destroy the shards of the blade that were stuck in her, which the Atom has done in the comics. That's what I liked about it, because the Atom has gone. He's in some comics. He's gone in Superman's blood.
Right.
So it was kind of an homage. That's the part I liked about it, but it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
So those are like the 3 stories. We had 3 different stories.
And it came out of her body not drenched in blood, which bothered me.
Well, no, don't you know? Like he's wearing the suit. He's wearing the suit. He's wearing the suit, so it's not like the stuff around him gets larger too. So it's just probably gonna be like one drop of blood on him.
He's in her body. He should be covered in blood.
First off, when he transforms, because he has his mask doesn't cover his entire face. If you guys don't, like it's like a supervisor. It goes like under his nose. So as soon as I guess like he put on like
a new mask,
full mask mode or something.
Yeah.
But when he first went into her body, I was like, how is he breathing? That's kind of gross. Because he's just kind of floating around there with this like half mask like in her blood. And then when you see him, you're like, oh, maybe he has like a full. It looks like he has a full mask.
That's just nitpicking.
But that's what I do.
This was the weakest episode, but I think they needed to do it just to tie up the 70s story.
I'm so glad they're out of the 70s. Because as soon as it started, I was like, they're still in the 70s.
They weren't really in the 70s. They were in the 70s. They were dealing with other shit.
Yeah.
Still in the 70s. They did a whole homage with like the 70s clothing still. It's like, hi, isn't this funny? And they were still wearing 70s clothes. Remember from the past 2 episodes
with the funky song in the background.
Yeah, with the ninja bank tellers, which was
the ninja bank tellers. They
cleared it up later in the episode.
I know, but this is one of those things that I'm talking about where it's like it's not really good. It's fun, but it's not really good writing. It's like super corny and like ninja bank tellers coming in.
Yeah, I like the moment that kind of like let you into Captain Cold's past a little bit.
That was probably the best part of the episode when he was talking to himself.
So
and also it was very touching.
He made himself an asshole, which is weird. It's kind of meta. He was like,
no.
He was like,
really
don't
changed.
let anybody hurt you in here or in here.
I don't think he made himself an asshole.
Thought he was going
Shut off. Closed out. He made his own self basically a criminal. He kind of set that off.
No, I think I took it that, his father beat him and his father was a bad person.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to tell himself to be strong. That's the way I took from it.
I took it that he made himself like closed off to other people. He's like, you have to watch out for you and you only.
But that's also because he had a terrible past.
Yeah. There was one scene in that same thing when Cole was talking to his younger father. He says like, I hate your ways and everything, but it's because of you hit your wife and soon your future daughter. Which if you haven't done what you've done, I probably wouldn't even have a daughter. So I'm like, oh man, he like was about to like rape his mom or something like that. Like that's why I took the notion that he was saying was.
No, I don't think so.
No, because if it wasn't for your actions, I wouldn't have a daughter. Wouldn't have a sister.
No, I think he said,
I'm not going to hurt you because if I do, my sister won't be born.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. So, and then
you are the rape, huh?
I thought it was, dude. The guy was an awful guy.
And then it's kind of funny that they just kind of like that. He still gets arrested the next day because he just tries to like sell the emerald. He sells it to an undercover cop. So like his future's not changed at all. It's just the exact same. So that I thought was kind of funny.
It's one of those fixed point in time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I liked the team up between Rip Hunter and Sarah.
Yeah. That's the love interest thing of this.
You think
series.
so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I see it. Well, she's been flirting with everybody though.
No, but like he's damaged.
She's like
my wife.
hoe of the ship.
He's gonna be like, oh, I can't. I still feel bad about my wife. I'm still trying to avenge her. And she's like, you got to move on. Like I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I did not like.
Oh, I hope it's the same thing.
It's going to be the same thing that you're going to say. I even tweeted this out to the showrunners, and I ain't got nothing because they probably didn't even care or look at it. But how come? Like, okay, Rip Hunter kills Vandal Savage. He's like, I'll heal and I'll come back and whatever. And then they just leave him there.
His body.
It's too dangerous to bring on the ship.
Oh, shut up. Like, why don't you just lug him onto the ship, wait for him to wake up, have Kendra cut his head off, and that's it. Like,
yeah.
No, they just left him there so that he can regenerate, and then like they gotta go kill him again. It made no sense.
I wonder if at the end of these like 2 or 3 episode arcs, if Vandal Savage is gonna die at the end of each of them, like it's gonna be a 3 episode arc.
But Kendra's not there, and they're like, "Oh, she's not here. Oh well,
all right, kill him and leave him
10 years into the future.
Yeah. Go to the next decade.
They could have
tried again.
They could have at least did the same thing with Arrow and Flash. Just turn him to dust, but just don't give him to Malcolm Merlin this time.
Yeah, or just something like something.
I bet he's gonna die in the 80s. They're gonna drop like an arcade on his head or something. Just like pull it down.
Oh, I hope they make a puppet.
I don't know, or even like a line of dialogue where like his soul like disappeared. I don't know anything. They just didn't explain it, and it was just dumb.
But on a very positive note, we're going to the 80s this week.
That is true.
Come on,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I don't think we actually are because it looks like in the trailers that it was
a 4-second preview. Like they showed explosions and that you're not.
I didn't see 80s clothes or any of them wearing them.
There's 42 minutes of a show and you saw less than 1 minute of it.
Yeah, it looks like they're on the ship though. I mean, it's possible that they could just land a ship, never leave it, and then the next episode we get like super 80s episode.
We're gonna get 80s next
episode.
Okay, because he was like, "Let's go to the 80s."
We need parachute pants.
Yeah, he mentioned parachute pants. We're gonna see,
or very least early 90s.
It's gonna be great.
All right, moving on from that. That is the end of our reviews for this episode.
Good golly.
Decent week. Again, Flash and Arrow are kind of
meh,
like just kind of plateauing. Agent Carter isn't going anywhere, and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow are the best shows we have. But Legends of Tomorrow's episode was a little bit down, but it was still entertaining.
But I think the first 2 episodes are great.
That's true. Okay, so let's get into trailer talk. It's back.
Yes,
mostly for you.
Mostly for me because
only for Steve.
I suggested it, and that was it. We're talking about a video game trailer this time, and it is the Doom trailer that just released yesterday. The storyline trailer, which it didn't even tell us any storyline, but that's okay.
Did Doom really have a story?
Yeah, you're on Mars, and the gate from hell opens, and that's it.
Okay. I'm sure the
great
same thing
narrative
happened.
You got there in software.
It's like,
copy and paste.
The first person shooter ever. What do you expect? They didn't have stories back then.
Yeah, but it's like 20 years later. They could have get a
whatever
spit shine to that.
I'm sure there's a story once you play the game. So the trailer dropped. I thought it looked awesome. I can tell by Scott's reaction he's not having it, but whatever. I don't know why.
It's decent looking. I'll
so
give it that.
Go to Devin.
Let's go to Devin. Devin, what did you think about the Doom campaign trailer?
All right. As a campaign trailer, it was just okay. The graphics were decent. Like, they weren't outstanding.
Yeah, but they're pretty.
They're okay. And it was kind of cool to look at basically like an HD version of Doom.
Yeah.
That's why I took it from it. But I don't think this game is going to be $60. It looks like a $40 game, to be honest, by the looks of it. And I think it's probably going to be a short game.
Doom's not really ever a short game. None of them are short.
You don't think this one's going to be short?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Doom 3 wasn't short. Doom 3 was long as hell. And so for the time, Doom and Doom 2 were pretty long too.
How long were they? Do you remember playing?
There's 4 different campaign modes in each Doom and Doom 2. But I mean, they also came out in the early 90s when games weren't, super long as they are now. So I'd say you could play through one campaign without cheating in probably a couple hours. So I'd say maybe somewhere around 6 hours.
Exactly. So I think
that was for the early 90s.
I know, but this is going to be like a full-on remake or 4. Is this 4?
It's Doom 4.
It's Doom 4. So maybe
I think it's a remake to it's a sequel to 3 because 3 was a remake of 1.
Yeah.
So it actually might be a remake of 2.
And I remember they made a Doom game before, and everyone just like shushed about it.
That was 3.
That was 3 they shushed about?
Okay. Yeah, it got mixed reviews. It was meh.
Because they didn't stick to Doom. They went slow.
Oh, yeah, I heard
methodic.
It was more of like a survival horror rather than a shooter. I mean, it was a shooter too, but with survival horror tendencies. Scott.
While I'm happy it sticks true to the Doom roots, it looks very much like Doom.
Yeah.
Doom was a 20-year-old game. So to strive to be like a 20-year-old game is a bad move. This game looks very repetitive. Even in a trailer,
a first-person shooter.
But there's gimmicks in every. Look at least Call of Duty in a campaign. It gives you different scenarios and shit. You're on fucking
different people that you're as.
Yeah. So this, even in a trailer where they get to pick and choose the moments that they cut together, I saw him curb stomp somebody 3 times, and then like go up and rip a thing out. Like, how many times are you going to do the same animation?
Oh, I think the executions look awesome.
However, they do look awesome, but how varied can they be? If you're resting on the coolness of your gory executions, first level, you're like, oh, cool, look at this chainsaw. I'm ripping this thing's fang out, stabbing it in the eye. Level 8, you're like, oh, stabbing it in the eye again. Like, it looks very repetitive. Well, it's a first-person shooter campaigns, repetitive. 20 years down the line, I feel like you should innovate a little bit. Doom 3 went the survival horror route.
Yeah.
didn't really succeed.
It was a shooter with survival horror elements.
Yes, if they went that route and perfected it and gave us a good, scary game rather than like...
it was scary at times. You couldn't have a gun and a flashlight at the same time. That's kind of scary.
Exactly. If they kept going down that route and didn't get so scared off by the negative reaction, this isn't Doom, you're going to get this game where it's just like fast-paced like Halo.
And very bright, too. So it's not going to be any
like just resting on the fact that you could do these weird executions and it's violent. Like Dev said, I don't think it's a $60 game. You get like there's a lot of features in it, like level creation and stuff, and like people are gonna play multiplayer for a while, but it's not gonna have lasting appeal. I just can't see it being a huge hit. I don't know if I'll buy it. I'll wait till it goes on sale. It does look cool, but I think I would get tired of doing the same shit after 4 levels.
I mean,
it's like walk down this brown corridor, grab this weird thing, kill it. Like, although I like when he died at the end.
Yeah, I hope there's
that was cool.
When it ripped him in half.
I hope ripped his leg off. That was cool. I like that.
I hope there's actually more in-game deaths with your character, like with Dead Space series.
I was thinking of it. Reminded me a lot of Dead Space.
Yeah,
but like a first-person fast action Dead Space. Although Dead Space was great, I don't think it was gonna be great.
The first one was good. The other 2 were okay.
Two was
so good.
1 was good. Okay. 2 was okay. 3
wasn't that good. I didn't even beat 3.
I didn't even play 3. I didn't buy 3.
I got halfway through and then I accidentally corrupted my save file and then I just never stopped.
I got to the baby part of Dead Space 2 and I stopped.
2 was alright. 1 was amazing. Anyway, we're not talking about part. Yeah. We're not talking about Dead Space. I thought the trailer looked great. And I loved Doom. I love Doom and Doom 2. And I like 3, but 3 is definitely the lesser of the series. But
is there no duct tape on Mars? You can't duct tape the flashlight to the gun?
I guess not. He rips a Pinky Demon's tooth out and stabs him with the tooth. And that was awesome.
But how many executions?
I don't know. The executions.
It'll probably be the same one over.
It'll be the same one over.
Yeah, I could.
Remember Bulletstorm? Did you ever play Bulletstorm for 360?
Yeah. No, I haven't played.
It was on for both systems.
Yeah, it was this weird, like it was made by the Epic.
I know what it is.
Yeah, and you would in E3 they're like, look at all these cool things. You can like slide and do these cool executions. By the like middle of the game, I was just like going through the motions. I was like, oh god, cool. This isn't anywhere near as cool as it was. It has no the thing that they're banking on has no lasting appeal.
Right.
I don't know. I trust Bethesda.
It's id.
Love Dune.
It's id.
Yeah, and Bethesda owns id.
Yeah, but they're producing it.
Yeah.
So what?
It's like Steven Spielberg slapped his name on Indiana Jones 4.
I still trust it, and I love Dune, and I think that the fucking
fast forward to a couple months later when Steve makes his review. It's like
he's
exactly like Battlefront all over again.
We'll see. I also never expected Battlefront to be amazing because I hate EA.
Dude, that was the most disappointing.
The only good thing about EA is
fuck you, EA.
Is Mass Effect.
Dude, did you hear that EA is trying to trademark the word ghost now?
Ghost?
Just ghost.
How can you do that?
They try to do like the Fine Brothers way. By trademarking React, and of course the internet backlash at that, and now they're gonna get backlash by the internet again.
Yeah, all right, but EA is
this isn't cool. Internet
show. A bunch of Nazis.
We'll be part of the internet.
Oh no, awesome or lame?
Yeah. Awesome or lame. We don't want to watch the Mirror's Edge trailer and give our.
We're running long.
It's okay. It's great. You get.
Devin, tell us about the Mirror's Edge trailer.
Well, first off, it's a sequel. Not a sequel. It's a prequel to Mirror's Edge. So
I thought it was a reboot.
Yeah. No, it's a prequel.
Why'd they reboot a game that didn't have a sequel?
Because that's the reason. They don't feel like there's enough fan base for the first game because they were indecisive.
The first game wasn't very good.
I loved the first game.
Really? Mixed reviews. That's the thing. So they decided to make a prequel. That way, people of new can go into it and expect something, while others can be like, "Oh, I wonder what her more backstory is." And how
right.
So yeah, it's basically her and like how she gets into the place. But the whole gameplay is like amazing, dude. Like it looks like
is it still first person?
It's first person, but there's more cutscenes now.
Okay.
So there's gonna be more story based where you're not in first person anymore during the cutscenes. It's just gonna be, talking live action stuff like they always are.
Fun fact: when Mirror's Edge went to QA testing, they had to put a orientation dot in the middle of the screen because people were throwing up.
Yeah, no. If you watch this trailer, you'll get a little whoa.
Because if you don't have a point of reference to orientate where you're looking at, if there's nothing in the middle of the screen to designate like this is where I'm looking at, people would like think that this is where they're looking at, but it's really here. When they would move, it would like fucking they would shift the camera and they would throw up. And
I don't like shaky cam motion.
In QA testing, they play the game with no
yeah.
And like if you move the camera and you're looking, like let's say this is this where the
but people have been playing first person shooters for
but every first person shooter has a point of reference.
Yeah, like your gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
This had nothing, and you're just like running around. And if people like saw, like you could be looking up at the sky, but think you're looking at the top of a building when really the middle of the screen is here. And when you move and you're expecting it to move this way, and it moves another way, it fucks with you.
It's basically the shaky cam effect. That's why so many people get sick from watching Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah.
People in QA testing for Mirror's Edge 1 were throwing up, so they had to put a little dot.
I feel sorry for the people that had to do this for the second game. Yeah, it's pretty much the same way, but in higher graphics.
Well, hopefully they kept the dot from the jump.
It doesn't look like there's a dot.
On to everyone's favorite. Awesome or lame?
We should have like a little intro video.
We should maybe just start off with awesome or lame from now on. Let us know in comments if
I think reviews wouldn't be a strong end.
All right, yeah, that's true.
Trailers could be a
strong end. I like awesome or lame as that.
All right, well, you viewers and fans watching, let us know if you would like to see awesome or lame first, or
whoever else is watching this. It's me. I think it's you.
Yeah. Well, we'll Michaela, but we get a lot of viewers and listeners that come after we said it.
That's right.
Not live. So first, Superman gets a new power because that's what he needs.
Yep.
And now his power is he can receive and interpret any and all broadcast signals. Devin.
Thank you.
Awesome or lame?
It doesn't matter because he already has super hearing, so there's no point of that.
No, it's different.
How's it different?
He can't hear. I read it. He couldn't hear like radio waves. He could see them. He couldn't hear.
There was clearly parts in comics and shows where he heard news broadcasts.
I don't know.
Now they're just elaborating on it. Well, still awesome or lame.
So, like,
I don't care. It doesn't matter. He's Superman. Oh man, now he can hear better, even more. Cool.
Now he gets XM. Superman. Now it's satellite radio. Like, I guess you pay an extra $100 a month on your Superman bill to get I don't know, but
I like the other power better. Where he was like able to make like a big giant explosion and just lost his power for like an hour. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Super Flare enhanced his already heat vision. This enhanced his already super.
So is this gonna make him deaf now?
So they're just like super powered versions of his superpower. It's weird. I don't know. Lame.
I just think this is just a pointless one, so I'm gonna say lame.
So lame. I'm gonna agree with you. He's got way too many fucking powers. Superman doesn't need a new power. Plus, lame.
In Superman Crisis, he became God, so there's no point of giving God more power.
Right? Yeah. They're just giving Batman an uphill battle when he has to eventually fight Superman again.
So, next topic. Moving on. Lame.
Lame across the board.
Slapped with.
Catch a L, Superman.
Flash and Supergirl are officially crossing over on the March 28th episode of Supergirl titled World's Finest. Not plural. Not plural. World's Finest. No apostrophe.
Yeah. Okay, weird.
Scott. Awesome or lame?
All right. Hear me out.
I'm hearing out.
It's lame.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. There's already crossovers happening. Think about it. What happened? I was thinking about it earlier today. The reason I don't pick up comic books is because I have no fucking idea where to start.
It's true. There are a lot you can start.
Reboot and everything fucking happens. With these shows, if you watch Flash or you just watch Supergirl and you watch it, you're like, who the fuck is this? And then you got to go back and watch 2 seasons of Flash. And then there's Arrow.
Yeah, but you're already caught up.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking personally. I'm speaking for the show.
Speak personally though.
Well, I mean, it's cool that they're crossing over, but overall, it's getting this comic book stigma where it's like you watch Supergirl, Flash comes in, you're like,
but that's what I like about
it. It might be daunting for average viewers.
I get you.
I don't know. I'm saying lame because I don't know if it's the right move right now. I say wait for Supergirl season 2 to do it. Supergirl season 1, people. Oh, there's a superhero for. And then zoom, this guy comes in. You're like, who the fuck is this now?
Well, everyone knows. Even if you don't watch the Flash, you know.
And plus, she only has Martian Manhunter.
Everyone knows who the Flash is.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Well,
everyone knows
he's
Flash.
like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Everyone knows who the Flash is. Green Lantern. Everyone knows who they are.
Not so much.
The average fan that picked up watching Supergirl, the female audience that comes in and wouldn't know. And then you got to watch this, and you're like, "There's 2 seasons of the Flash. All right, I'll watch that." You watch 2 seasons of Flash. You're like, "Who's the fucking green guy?" Fucking 4 seasons of Arrow. Like it might turn people off. That's the only reason why I would say lame. Me personally, I think it's awesome. Everybody else, it might be lame.
So
I'm just giving. So personally, you think it's awesome?
Yeah, I'm just giving a different perspective.
Devin,
I see no problem with this. This is going to do a lot better than I think the Justice League movie is going to be because you're actually establishing characters before they team up.
However, because of the episode titled "World's Finest," it's implying that they do not exist in the same universe, but they exist in a multiverse, and Flash is going to a separate universe.
Yeah, that's what Rick Hunter's for.
Rip
Hunter. Sorry,
that guy you go to do your taxes. But Justice
because he even said
everybody's getting an individual movie before Justice League. I don't know where your logic is there.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Justice League is the second movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing else is coming out. No, Wonder Woman's coming out in between.
Nope.
2017.
Yeah, Justice League comes out first, and then Wonder Woman comes out after.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure. Go look it up on the computer.
Trust me, it made me.
And while you look it up, I'm gonna give mine. That's awesome because, come on. I wish they were kind of in the same universe though, because I think that was I right?
It's November 2017. No,
for Wonder Woman or for
no, that's for
Justice League.
Justice League comes out before.
All right, so Wonder Woman comes out before.
3 months before.
Anyway,
so
to my point,
Wonder Woman backstory. That's it.
Whatever. I think it's gonna be all. I think DC.
I think the Supergirl Flash crossover is gonna be awesome. I really did want to kind of see it in the same universe, though. I understand why it doesn't make sense because like people are new to superheroes now, so they're with the Flash and they're like, oh, everyone's superpowers, and they can't be like, well, Superman's been here for 10 years and we can talk about him, which I think is why they're
yeah, but look,
crossing into different universes.
Even like way back in like the 60s when the Justice Friends were there.
Yeah.
How
Super Friends.
Super Friends.
You missed the Super Friends in the Justice League.
Yes,
which is the same thing.
Actually, no, Justice Friends was that Dexter's Laboratory group. I remember. But anyway, think how many characters were in that. You had like the Wonder Twins, like people.
Yeah.
Like they just made characters.
It's animation though. It's totally different.
Yeah, but people still knew who they were from way back then. I'm sure that people can know from people from way back when to people of current days now.
I would have been able to look past it and just be like, fuck it. Like, because I think I would love to see the Justice League in TV. I know it'd be watered down, and I know it'd be like, B version Justice League because it's on TV, but I'd still love to see it. Like, if you could just see the Flash, and Green Arrow, and Supergirl, and Superman, and Batman, Wonder Woman, like on TV.
Well, we'll never get that.
I know we won't, but it would be cool. Because they could do it now. They have.
Think about how cheesy Arrow is at times.
I know, but you'd still watch and enjoy it.
Technically, Arrow's supposed to be really cheesy most of the time.
What if Legends of Tomorrow is just like?
That's basically the only closest thing we're getting to Justice.
What if it's just like a test for Justice League, and it's just like, you know what? Let's get shitty ass superheroes, put them in a show. If it does well, maybe we can do the Justice League.
We'll get Justice League adjacent.
Just saying. Right. I don't think it'll happen either, but I would love to see it.
All right, so 2 awesomes and lame?
No, I think we went all awesome.
A lame with an asterisk.
All right, 2.5 awesome.
Yeah, let's go 2.5 awesome.
Okay, this one goes back to kind of last week when we. Oh wait, no, never mind. There's one in between. So, awesome or lame? Greg Wiseman said Young Justice season 3 has hope if season 1 and 2 do well on Netflix and Blu-ray sales. Devin.
Yep.
Start with Devin all the time.
We started with you last time.
Fair enough.
Devin, awesome or lame?
I find it awesome, though. I think the Netflix, it's already been on Netflix for a long time already.
Season 1 was, season 2 wasn't.
Season 2 wasn't? You sure? I'm pretty sure it was.
Positive, because they used season 2 images on the Netflix preview. There was.
That's right. I remember that. You're absolutely right.
I was like, sweet, season 2, and I clicked it, and it was season 1. I was like, fuck.
I'm still happy, but great. But
Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, I find it totally exciting. I'm totally down for it. But I just find it a little weird because didn't they just announce another Teen Justice League type of thing?
They announced
Justice League Action.
That was it.
Yeah, and we're also getting Justice League versus Teen Titans, which is a an animated movie.
Yeah.
DC.
So I don't know. Like, I think it might get not like swept under, but I think people might actually forget about it after a while since these 2 new things are coming out.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna say awesome.
Okay. And Scott?
I think it's awesome because Young Justice, I think, was the best animated Justice League show.
More adult than I ever thought it could be.
And I think it will get a season 3, basically because when Young Justice was out, the superhero climate wasn't the same. Now you have a Supergirl and a Flash show. Like you're gonna be able to get people are gonna watch the shit out of this because right now people can't get enough superheroes.
Do you know why it got canceled in the first place?
They didn't sell enough action figures.
No, that wasn't just it though. They had more. Sorry,
it's gonna pick up.
You're right. It actually had more female viewers than it did male viewers, so they canned it.
Well, whatever. I think
just because of that, still had great ratings, but they canned it just because of that.
If you want to see it, go out and watch it on Netflix. Buy the Blu-rays.
Please watch it.
I'm gonna watch it again. Young Justice was great. It took a lot of risks and stuff, but I really want to see season 3, so that's why I'm saying awesome.
Okay, I'm also going to go awesome. I mean, yeah, go watch it as many times as you can, so we can
control
3.
whether it gets.
We can have season, and the thing is, it will probably be a Netflix season. Which I can. You think so? You think it'll go to network TV? I don't know. I mean, I think that would be cool if it was just released on Netflix.
Yeah,
but I remember there was a rumor before that season 3 might be Netflix exclusive. That was a year ago.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I would hope so. I was going to watch it all the time.
But yeah, I mean, why not? It was good. It's a good show. I mean, a lot of what DC does animated is good anyway. So there's actually not a lot of animated DC that's bad.
Yeah. So. Actually, the new Batman Bad Blood that just came out wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really like
Teen Titans Go isn't that good. But that's for the
kids. Killing Joke is coming soon, so can't wait for that one too.
Okay. This one goes kind of back to last week of what we talked about Awesome or Lame. When we were talking about Hulk being in Thor Ragnarok, which it's looking more and more like it might actually happen.
He is.
So
definitely he's in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like we're going to get the Planet Hulk storyline.
Yeah.
So the director was hinting at a verbal Hulk, which goes back to last week when we said that Hulk would be the champion on the Guardian planet and Planet Hulk storyline integrates with Thor Ragnarok. So, Scott, Hulk,
you're first.
Talking. Awesome, lame.
Awesome. It's about time.
I thought, no, he said Hulk smashing puny gods before.
Yeah, but it's like one word.
They're kind of moving up to it, and I think you can get him very like caveman, like short.
Like Bizarro.
Yeah.
Blonde hair man.
And you kind of have to, because if you're doing, they likened Thor Ragnarok to Lethal Weapon in Space.
Yeah.
Where it's like this buddy cop, like road trip movie. You got to have Hulk talk, because otherwise it's just like Thor doing his Thor thing and Hulk just like you can't. Yeah. You have to have him say something. So, yeah, awesome, because it needs to be there.
Devin.
I find it awesome, too. I'm finally... you know me, I like Hulk more than Thor anyway. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I think now Hulk is probably going to take all the comedic values away from Thor now. Because you can't have two people, speaking like in not gibberish, but like, like strong, like dumb type of thing, which Thor is. But now I think Hulk is just going to take that over, and like Thor's like.
Fun fact. The Ragnarok script was so dark, they brought in Taika Waititi from Flight of the Conchords, who's the director, to bring a humorous tone to it because it was too dark.
Really?
Yeah.
Could this be the best Thor movie ever?
It has to be.
Thor 1 was great.
I like Thor 1 a lot, actually.
Thor was just okay.
You got to watch it.
Oh, I watched the first. I think the first Thor is actually really good.
Especially for what they had to do with it.
Yeah, the Dark World was, I think it was okay.
They were like trying to make it.
It was no Iron Man 3, but still that doesn't speak a lot.
Dragon Ball Z movie.
Pretty much.
I'm kind of split between this. I'm actually going to go more on the lame side. I don't know. Hulk doesn't talk that much he talks, but he doesn't talk that much in the comics.
Avengers cartoon, he talks.
Dude, he talks too much though.
Yeah,
that cartoon's great.
But Hulk's not a talking kind of guy. Hulk's more of a word here, word there kind of guy.
If he loses the difference between Hulk and Banner, and they kind of meld into that weird gray area, it makes sense.
Yeah, but even in the comics, it's like he says like, a word here, a word there. He doesn't speak in sentences.
I don't think he'll speak in sentences.
I don't know. If they're having him be like an actual like talking character throughout the movie,
if he's got a monologue in it, I'll switch my.
Can you imagine it as a British voice? I like, hello, I am Hulk.
Yeah,
thus smash.
I don't think that.
So, let's get into the next one. Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad are 500% stronger than Marvel properties on social media. So basically, people are going crazy. I don't know why this is in here. This is just like a fact. It's not really at all super lame. So people are going crazy about Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. Supersized Squad. They're fat as shit.
Supersized Squad.
To be honest, it sounds like an anime.
Suicide Squad.
More porn.
So who did I start with last? I started with Scott last. Devin, awesome or lame?
I don't fucking care. Fuck DC movies.
Scott, awesome or lame?
I think the report's lame. I love the fact that DC's trending right now because
they have 2 movies coming out while Marvel has 1.
Marvel's got 2.
No, Marvel has 2.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange coming out.
Yeah, but we haven't seen anything about it, and we've only seen.
That's exactly why I think the report's lame because
is that a giant spider?
No, it's not. Don't worry.
Oh,
Batman, Superman, and
watch out, other spiders.
And Suicide Squad are getting so much promotion with all the trailers and all the talk coming out. If Marvel dropped a Civil War trailer tomorrow, that number would flip. So the report's lame, but I love the fact that DC's taking risks now. They need to catch up.
They do need to catch up,
and I'm a fan of both, whether you listen to Steve or not, because I'm very much looking forward to Doctor Strange. Not so much Civil War.
I just want.
How are you not looking forward to Civil War?
God, it's after Avengers 2. I don't.
It looks incredible.
I've seen one trailer,
and it looks incredible.
It looks good.
Nah.
It looks good. It doesn't.
I'm just gonna go more lame, and honestly, it's because we haven't seen what they can do yet. We've got Man of Steel, and I like Man of Steel, and a lot of people don't like Man of Steel. I did like it. I didn't think it was a incredible movie, but I thought it was a good movie, and that's all we got. And now everyone is making Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. Like again, I'm sure I'm going to go see, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy them. But everyone's like sucking their dick and thinking that these movies are going to be incredible, and like there's so much hype on them that it's like, wait a second, this is a hold back. I'm sure it'll be good, but we don't want to overhype it.
People have been waiting their entire lives to see Batman vs. Superman.
I guess.
Exactly, and I can't wait to see all their hopes and dreams crushed in the face.
I really don't think so, because
just because they're 500% stronger,
it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, because going back to when right before Avengers 1 was released, I bet you that was right up here where this is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
DC's got more exposure.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just
they have DC's whole special and shit.
Well, yeah. They're stepping into the game. They have two of the biggest superheroes ever clashing, and now you finally get Harley Quinn coming onto the big screen, which is mainly that, and the Joker is mainly why Suicide Squad is so hyped up.
Not Slipknot.
Slipknot was gonna die in like the first 10 minutes. Spoilers. Yeah,
maybe, most likely.
So, and this thing is, Doctor Strange is only coming out like a month, 2 months after Suicide Squad.
We still haven't seen a trailer for it.
We haven't.
But that's also November.
That's also because Marvel doesn't. Marvel likes to take its time, and we've only seen one trailer for Civil War, and it comes out in 3 months.
I'm surprised we have. We're gonna get one
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're gonna see tons of Super Bowl commercials for a lot of movies.
So yeah,
if we don't get a Rogue One trailer,
I'm just gonna go lame, because like what you said, the report is lame. I believe in them. I think that they can be great, but
I think Batman vs. Superman isn't going to be as bad as this guy is saying, because one, you got.
I didn't say it was going to be bad.
No, this guy, me, this guy.
I think it's not going to suffer the way Man of Steel did. I like Man of Steel every time more.
I think it's going to be exactly like Man of Steel. I think there's going to be split parties of 50-50.
You have Zack Snyder directing a director, right? And Ben Affleck. I think you're going to get Ben Affleck kind of like, let's do it this way. And
kind of like
it's like he's gonna
like
hold
Bruce Willis on Cop Out.
Yeah, he's gonna like, I have an Oscar. Like he's gonna just kind of like, look at this.
Yeah, but then I'm Zack Snyder.
No, he's not. Like I think Zack Snyder respected Christopher Nolan.
I don't know. Yeah, but you can't you kind of step on directors' toes when you do shit like that.
Well, when you have a little golden man that says, I could do that.
Well, I mean, we would have heard like reports or something like that says
not if he gives them directing tips.
No, but that's the thing. Like people would have said like Affleck giving tips to Snyder. Like we would have heard something. We would have talked about it.
So much shit that goes on a movie set that we don't know about.
Blowjobs.
Well, that too. Okay,
I'm just gonna be happy when Batman Superman's good,
I think it's going to be good. I just think it's very, very, very hyped up.
I think it's hyped up. This is what we're doing.
It's like overhyped.
We're doing. This is what we do.
I know, but it is overhyped.
I can't wait for the 5-year reboot of it.
I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see.
Spider-Man happened, dude.
Yeah, that's because Spider-Man 3.
And this one was Spider-Man 2.
And Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, but Sony owns that.
You're comparing Batman.
Marvel is not fucked up yet. Anyway, Elizabeth Banks. This is our last story. Elizabeth Banks has been cast as Rita Repulsa.
Start with Ed.
In the Power Rangers reboot.
Scott, I'm sorry.
Did you say Ed?
I said Ed. Ed's not with us tonight. Ed actually, shout out to Ed because he's in the hospital because he.
Well, he did.
He may have broken his foot.
He said X-rays looked okay, but I need to get an MRI for my foot.
All right. Well, hopefully he's okay. Get well soon, Ed.
Please, I miss you.
If he breaks his foot, he can't run the race with the Flash.
No. Oh shit. That sucks.
Which is next month.
Yeah. You have to take his place.
I would gladly go to New Orleans and run the race as the Flash.
You would crawl. You'd be drunk.
It's like, I'm here, everybody. Margaritas in paradise. That's how the song goes.
It's not. That's Cheeseburger in Paradise.
And Margaritaville.
And Wasted Away again in Margaritaville. You took 2 Jimmy Buffett songs and successfully combined them into one.
That's why I was
not so successfully combined them into one. Anyway, Elizabeth Banks is Rita.
Scott, let's go to you reverse. Awesome or lame? Elizabeth Banks, Rita Repulsa, Power Rangers reboot movie.
Adds a little bit of clout to this garbage movie that I think is going to Power Rangers.
Oh, you were so.
She's gonna. I think
shitting on Devin.
I think the casting of her is awesome. I think the movie's gonna shit the bed real hard.
It's early.
Listen,
so you're going awesome or lame? You're going awesome.
Came out.
What?
Compared to the other 2 Power Rangers that came out, there's no way they're gonna.
Movies? I thought it was just one.
No, sir.
Oh, well,
there's
like
one,
theatrical.
Yeah, in movie theaters.
Which one?
There was one that was in the 90s.
Scott's looking
that
it
was
up.
Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze, remember?
That was one.
And the other was Power Rangers Turbo movie.
No, wait. The Power Rangers movie had Ivan Ooze in it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was him. That's on his own.
Yeah. No, I remember Ivan Ooze.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd was not Ivan Ooze.
I want to bet.
Was Christopher Lloyd Ivan Ooze?
Now that he mentions it, I can see it.
Where's my autograph book?
Look that up too. Anyway, all right,
There's one theatrical release.
Yes,
two.
Thank you.
Type in.
No, the other one probably went right to DVD.
Nope. It was in theaters because I went in theaters and saw it.
Power Rangers Turbo movie.
First one. What's that?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it came out in theaters.
1997. Click on it.
All right, Devin.
I'm right.
Elizabeth Banks, awesome or lame? Rita Repulsa. What do you think?
As a movie buff person, sure, it's great. We're getting actually a known actress.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, she was in Hunger Games, which is great. She put on a lot of makeup, so I can see, like Rita Repulsa like
She's
that.
in a lot of shit.
But as a Power Ranger fan, I'm like, okay, don't know why. Why'd you say yes to this? I mean, they were getting unknown actors. That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be fresh faces.
Yeah, but they need at least someone.
That's
just like every movie.
So that's why I'm thinking. Like, I think we're gonna get now a well-known person probably to play as Zordon now.
Okay.
That's why I can see as like, or at least a voice. So
you going awesome or lame?
I'm gonna go.
Oh shit! It was in theaters.
What the fuck did I tell you? Don't mess with
1997.
Don't mess with me on this shit. I know my
97 wasn't 97 the first one?
No, 95 was, sir. Because this was because
I was
year
9.
before was Zero, Power Rangers Zero, and then the one before that was Power Rangers where it had the White Ranger and he had the Hawk Zord that
Paul
time.
Freeman played Ivan Ooze.
Yeah,
Really?
It wasn't Christopher. I knew it wasn't Christopher Lloyd.
You sure?
Well, you're
yeah.
So you're 50-50, Dev.
Yeah.
Boom. But that was in the first one that he was in, Ivan Ooze?
What? Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was in Hot Fuzz. I remember that.
Anyway, we're getting off track here.
No, we're still in the same track. We're talking about Power Rangers.
All right,
keep
Devin,
talking about it.
So are you going awesome or are you going
I'm
lame?
going awesome. It's fine.
Okay. I also think it's awesome. I think that Elizabeth Banks is a fantastic actress. I like her a lot.
Fantastic.
I think she's a very good actress.
Listen, you don't have to try hard to be real. All you have to do is be like, "I'll get you, Power Rangers." It's like, "Go dark, go attack, my putties."
I really hope they make her speak Japanese and just dub her voice over.
No, I think she's a good actress. I think in a lot of what she does is good.
If they cast The Rock as Goldar, I'll go see it.
Why not Goldberg as Goldar? All right, fine.
I'm going awesome. I think it's good, and I like Elizabeth Banks. And sure, I hope the movie's good. I mean, we don't really know much about it, so.
It's Power Rangers. Just watch season 1.
I wonder what the story is going to be.
Just watch season 1.
It's going to be all of season 1?
It's just going to
hope there's a sequel and Lord Zed's in it.
No, here's why I know exactly.
And his brain's exposed. Like, how's he alive?
Here's the thing. I can see the sequel.
Yeah.
I can see the sequel. Rita bringing in the Green Ranger, like as like a teaser type of thing
at the end. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's why I can see, because it's just gonna be like the establishing, like,
and then the Green Ranger is in the second one, and then Lord Zed's in the third one.
Exactly,
that'd be a cool trilogy. I'm about
this movie's not gonna make enough money for
them to
pump out 2 sequels.
It's fun, dude. Power Rangers been going for 20 years. They can make a lot of money.
It's not gonna make a lot of money.
You know how many 20-year-olds have money now that they'd rather spend on Power Rangers?
That 20-year-olds
down in a house.
Power Rangers is that ship has sailed so long ago.
You have no idea.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin.
That's
and even Dino Charge, which is the current one that people still watch.
That doesn't mean they're gonna go out to a theater and spend money to see it when they go watch it on their
Dude,
TV.
people gonna see as much as people watch Smurf the movie,
which didn't do very well.
It still made money.
Not really.
Enough to make a sequel.
If this movie gets a sequel, I will be shocked.
You know what? It'll make as much as Alvin the Chipmunks. How about that?
Which
makes 4 movies.
Yeah, but they're also kind of, I don't know how they keep making money, to be honest.
Counter-programming against Star Wars. That's how they did it.
Anyway, that's all we have for you guys today. So if you
leave a comment down below if you think this Power Rangers movie is gonna shit the fucking bed.
Give it a like.
If you think it'll be awesome. So if you're listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, thank you very much. Check us out every Friday on live on YouTube. Today we got started a little late.
Yeah.
But normally we're on at 7 p.m.
Yeah. What do you have to do with
battery's about to die, so we're gonna go. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe. We will see you on our next Nerdcast or on any of our other segments over on our channel. See you later.
Bye-bye.
And where's the button to stop recording?
Button.